We are born with one history, one name. But what happens when that history is burned away? Michael Ondaatje's The English Patient is a story found in the aftermath. It is a map of fragments of love, identity, memory, and betrayal, pieced together in the ruins of a world and a self. This is an exploration of those echoes. To understand the patient, we must understand the desert. For Laszlo Almasi, it is not a setting, it is the central part of his life. He says the desert couldn't be claimed or owned. It was a piece of cloth carried by winds.
This is the key to the identity of this desert. In a world defined by borders, flags, and ownership, the desert offers a marker. It doesn't care if you are English or German, your identity is reduced to your skill and for its emotions.
This is why Almasi's affair with Catherine flourishes here outside the wall. But the desert is also merciless, a place of death and being lost. His burnt body is the ultimate extension of its logic, a final brutal erasure of the self, leaving only the pure essence of memory.
If the desert is the stage, Herodotus' histories is the script. Almasi's copy is the perfect metaphor for his mind, a palimpsest. A parchment scraped clean and written over, with the ghosts of the old words still visible. He layers his own story over ancient tales of war and love.
After the crash, the book is all he has. It is a record of his love, a tool for survival, and like his skin, burned and fragmented. The truth must be pieced together from these fragile layer scraps.
While Almasi's wounds are physical, Hannah's are psychological. She is the caregiver, shattered by loss of her father, her lover, her patience. She believes she is a curse, so she makes a choice to stop engaging with the living world. Her retreat to the isolated villa, San Girolamo, is an act of self-erasure.
Hannah cares for a man who cannot know her, cannot leave her, and therefore cannot die and abandon her. Her nursing is a ritual of entertainment and control. The villa itself is her state of might, a nursery of power, the liminal space suspended between the past and the present. Its ruined walls mirror her broken psyche and a fragile sanctuary where the only thing she can control is the narrative she reads aloud from the book's labyrinth.
Caravaggio enters as an investigator who is also a victim. His severed thumbs symbolize his lost profession and agency. His toe is morphine, which becomes a central metaphor. It blurs the lines between reality and memory, just as the desert's heat creates mirages.
It allows him to slip into the same fluid mental space as Almasi. His pursuit isn't just about uncovering a spy, it's about understanding how a man can become so detached from his nationality and loyalty. Everything Caravaggio was just tortured for.
His insistence on asking what is your name are clashes with Almasi's belief that names are cases from nations that deform us. Caravaggio must learn that some truths are not about facts but about the human heart.
Kip, or Kirpal Singh, represents a different way of knowing. He has precision and skill. In the chaos of war, his bomb disposal work is methodical and sacred. He listens. He must understand each bomb's history. He extends this philosophy to the villa, cautiously building trust with this strange Western family. For a time, he believes he has found a place where the racial hierarchies of the British Empire do not apply. Then comes Hiroshima. This is the bomb he couldn't defuse. The West, which Kirpal saw as the center of reason and art, revealed itself capable of unimaginable annihilation against a non-white nation.
Ondaatje does not tell the story in a straight line because he cannot. The form of the novel is its meaning. It is a literally bombed out villa, fragments of memory, conversation, and text from Herodotus lying next to each other. We, as readers, are the shapers. We must piece together the chronology and connect the emotional dots.
This modern structure mirrors the reality of trauma. The past is not a neat story, but a series of intense sensory flashes. The smell of petrol, the taste of a plum. The narrative moves like memory itself, circling painful events until the full devastating picture emerges. It demands our active participation in healing and understanding.
It's the burning, destructive affair between Almasi and Kaltri. The fierce, nurturing Gushan shows her patience, and the simple paternal bond shared by the makeshift family in the villa, all united by their pain.
Love is always mixed with loss. Almasi carried Catherine out of love. Hannah's tales out of love. Kip lives because his love was betrayed. The novel suggests that in a world dedicated to destruction, these acts of love, however flawed, are the only things that constitute a true identity.
The novel masterfully connects the intimate to the historical. Almasi's writing in his Herodotus creates a direct thread from the ancient wars of conquest to the modern world war that engulfs him. Herodotus, the father of history, documented the clashes of cultures and empires, the very forces that ultimately produce the horror of Hiroshima.
Kip's betrayal is not just a personal moment. It is the climax of centuries of colonial history. The villa is a microcosm where these vast historical forces play out intimately. Almasi's personal tragedy of loss and erasure is a direct consequence of the nationalists forever he despised. The novel argues that we cannot escape history. It invades our most private moments, burns our skills, and shatters our trust, leaving only echoes of what was and what could have been.
The English patient leaves us with no easy answers. He's a man who loved the desert because it had no name, and a woman whose name became his entire truth. He's a map of scars. And in listening to his story, we are asked to consider what we hold on to when everything is burned away. What maps we choose to draw of our own lives, and what echoes we choose to leave behind.